just talked to the guys in Tennessee. They're saying, little boy there are saying he's the guy.
This is 23-year-old Tyler Panzarella. Tyler is being investigated by the Myrtle Beach Police Department for the murder of his roommate and co-worker, Kristofer Bowling, whose remains were discovered just hours earlier near a haunted road in South Carolina.
They saying that you planned this, you drove him out there, you had the gun, y'all walked out there, you shot him.
No.
So was it an accident? You shoot him by accident?
I never.
Or you just a monster and just say, hey, we're going to take you into the woods and blow your head off.
The person Tyler is pinning the blame on is Nick Henry, Kristofer's best friend. However, the detectives interviewed Nick as well, and he insisted that Tyler was the cold-blooded killer, not him.
Why would he say he shot him? Tyler said I shot him? Because Tyler shot him. Like, listen, bro. Like, I was telling y'all the guy's on the truth. I did not do it. He did it.
Oh man, Nick had the gun. He's been like he scares me. That's the type of person he is.
It was not me. I swear to God. Like, please, it wasn't me. Like, I swear to God, it wasn't me.
This is your chance. I mean, did you do it? Did you kill him?
No. I'm being 100% honest on everything. No.
I didn't do it. I swear to God, I didn't do it. I did not want none of that to happen to him. I swear to God. I swear to God on everything. I promise. I swear to God. Like, I'm the one who took him down there to see his kid. And now he's dead. It's not my fault. He's dead. It's not my fault, bro. It's not my fault.
The drama began on August 2nd, 2020, when Chris's mother, Kelly Simmerly, reported to the police that Chris had been missing for 5 days.
This is not like our son. This is not like Chris. This is not his personality. This is not anything like him. He would not just, disappear and without a trace. He just wouldn't. I'm worried that he is hurt. I'm worried that someone is hurting because this is out of character for my son.
The Myrtle Beach Police Department immediately launched an investigation and learned that Chris was living with his coworker, Tyler. So they went to Tyler's workplace to speak with him.
We are speaking with Tyler Panzarella.
Absolutely.
How long have you known Chris?
Not too long.
Chris was originally living in Tennessee, but he reached out to Tyler a few months ago, looking for a place to stay. He told him it would only be until he found an apartment of his own. He wanted a permanent residence to be closer to his son.
And so his son and stuff was here, so he was asking me, he's like, hey, I want to come down to Myrtle Beach and everything. Could you help me out and let me stay with you? I'll pay you rent or whatever. And I was like, yeah, no problem.
Chris's friends Bailey and Nick drove him to Myrtle Beach, and Tyler agreed that the three of them could stay at his apartment temporarily. But according to Tyler, Chris had a change of plans when he met a girl online, and he suddenly vanished.
Last time I heard from him, I think it was like the 26th, 27th, I believe it was. And then he just kept talking about like this girl he was talking about and going to like North Carolina with her. Okay,
Who's the girl, do you know?
I have no idea. I don't know the specific name. And then, like, he didn't answer my phone calls or nothing, anything, nothing at all.
Do you have Bailey and Nick's numbers?
Yeah.
Apparently, Bailey and Nick went back to Tennessee shortly after Chris disappeared. So, the detectives reached out to them to see if they would corroborate Tyler's story. They failed to get a hold of Bailey, but were able to speak with Nick, who also said that Chris met a girl from North Carolina and skipped town to be with her. However, this story still seemed suspicious to the detectives. Chris's family claimed that he loved his son more than anything, so why would he leave everything behind for a mysterious girl he met online? The detectives executed a search warrant for Chris's social media records and discovered nothing. After posting a video of himself by a fire on the day of his disappearance, all activity came to a halt, and they found nothing to suggest that Chris had met a girl from North Carolina. At this point, they had a strong feeling that Tyler and Nick were hiding something. so they obtained another search warrant, this time for Tyler's apartment. The detectives didn't find anything until the cadaver dog went into Chris's room and detected human remains. However, there was no body in the apartment, and just because the dog detected the smell, it didn't mean that a body was ever there. The only thing it confirmed was that Tyler had picked up the scent of a dead body somewhere, possibly on his shoes, and carried it into his house. 6 days after this search was conducted, the detectives went back to Tyler's apartment to speak with him for a second time.
Hey Tyler, how you doing? Good. I'm Detective Eddie. This is Detective Whitmire. You mind if I step in and talk to you? Originally, we were kind of helping the missing persons division, okay? At this point, I mean, we think that something happened to Chris. And we're obviously talking to you because you're one of the last people that saw him, okay? This is the important part, okay, for you to basically be 100% truthful and just listen to me for a second, okay? To tell us everything you know, okay? Because we think something happened here, possibly an accident, okay? And we think you know something about it. I'll tell you right now, I mean, when we came into the search warrant, we had a cadaver dog come. The dog alerted to possible deceased person in your apartment.
That doesn't make sense. Did it where? Did he alert? Or like where? Is it just like in general? Or just like...
What I'm trying to do, I mean, I'm not playing games with you. If you're,
I'm not either.
I know.
I know.
What I'm saying is, I'm trying to give you every opportunity to basically tell us anything additional you may have. We need to know now because later on, when we put the puzzle together, which we're going to do, we're not going to have this conversation. Does that make sense?
Have you ever had a weapon?
It was a 9mm, but it went missing whenever Nick he moved to Tennessee.
Okay. Do you think that Nick or Bailey would be capable of doing something to Chris?
I wouldn't say Bailey. I mean, just from like the way Nick talks and carries and stuff, like maybe. Nick scares me. Okay, if I be really honest, like truthfully, like this one, like freaks me out. And so like he like said weird stuff about, or basically like that he might have done something. And that just scared the shit out of me. But I've never been around that. I've never like, you know what I mean?
What did he tell you?
What was the road? What's that old haunted road? Like Lucas Bay Road?
I never heard this story.
It's like apparently a haunted road back there. He was saying he went there and like did something or whatever. Like said he killed somebody. But like, and then that's when my gun went missing. But I don't know who it was because it scared me.
Well, hearing that story,
yeah. But
do you think it could be Chris?
I mean, now, yeah. Honestly.
If you're scared of Nick or Bailey or someone else, or, you know, the best thing you do if you want to help yourself out is tell the truth. So, did you see Chris dead at any point? Okay. Can you tell us what happened?
They just told me to go there. They thought we were just going to go do some, like, haunted stuff or, like, by that road or whatever. So, like, we went there, and then, like, he had my gun or whatever, and then just, like, just shot him.
Nick shot Chris. Where?
Head.
Then what happened?
Just shaking, scared for my life. I don't know if he was going to shoot me or what. I don't know. I'm not crying. Like, this was like a scary.
I completely understand.
Despite recalling such a terrifying and life-changing moment, Tyler showed no emotion while describing it, maintaining a blank stare the entire time. Although everybody responds to trauma differently, this behavior made the detectives even more suspicious of Tyler.
So you're out there on Lucas Road. Who's with you? You?
Nick and Bailey.
Okay, so the four of you get out of the car, and what happens?
Just walk into the woods and just shot him.
What was the conversation before the gun went off?
Nothing. We were just all walking through the woods.
So how did Nick get the gun? I mean, he just took it out of your car, or who had the gun when you guys got out of the car?
Because I was walking, and because he told me to bring it or whatever. So I was like, okay. And then he was like, hey, let me see it. And I was like, for what? He's like, I just want to shoot it or whatever. So I was like, okay. And then I handed it to him.
How far were they standing?
I like saying that.
Okay, so 6 feet, give or take, arm extended, or
yeah.
how? No, you can. You don't have anything in your hand.
Yeah, it came out literally just like that. It came out literally just like.
Some may argue that Tyler's laughter during this demonstration is simply a natural response to break the tension in an uncomfortable situation. However, the fact that he actually shot the handgun completely unprompted makes it much harder to play devil's advocate. A more sinister explanation for Tyler's laughter is that he is not just reenacting Chris's murder, he's reliving it, and gaining gratification from doing so.
So did Nick say anything right after he shot him?
Nothing. He just was quiet, and then he was like, take this.
So he gave you back the gun?
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, so I just grabbed it and then went to the car.
If Nick handed Tyler the gun, why did Tyler not take control of the situation? Why didn't he leave Nick in the woods and go straight to the police? The detectives were not buying Tyler's story, but they played along since they still needed to locate Chris's body.
So where's his body now? Like Lucas Road somewhere?
Yeah.
You think you can get as close to the spot?
Yeah, I could probably go where you guys.
Although they didn't want to arrest Tyler for Chris's murder just yet, they couldn't risk having him flee at such a crucial point in the investigation. So, he was arrested and charged with obstruction of justice for providing a false lead and withholding information during their investigation.
He's just gonna pat you down, man.
Tyler directed the detectives and a team of officers to Gilbert Road, which used to be called Lucas Bay Road.
You got a handcuff key on your thing?
Yeah.
You just want to get him out and take the shackles? Huh? Swing your feet around, man. We're gonna take these leg shackles off real fast.
Tyler led the detectives down a long road and eventually ended up at a fenced-off area deep in the woods.
It looks familiar.
To the right a little bit or something like that? It's kind of like saying that you're 1, 2 o'clock. I think that's about the spot then. You want to check it out?
The detective stood by Tyler while officers went into the thick brush and conducted a thorough search for Chris's remains.
Be careful where you're stepping if there's a crime scene.
You remember what shoes he was wearing that night?
So like blue Jordans.
In blue and white?
About 50 feet fast.
The investigators had found what they were looking for. Through dental records, they were later able to confirm that the remains did in fact belong to Chris. Tyler was escorted back to the police cruiser once again and taken to the police department for another interview.
You can take us to wit or you can repeat it, okay?
I just talked to the guys in Tennessee. They're saying, them boys there are saying he's the guy.
This statement was a complete lie. Nick and Bailey hadn't been interviewed yet. In fact, both of them were still 6.5 hours away in Tennessee. The detectives wanted to see what Tyler would do if Chris's friends were pinning the blame on him. Stick to his story or confess to Chris's murder.
They saying that you planned this, you drove him out there, you had the gun, y'all walked out there, you gave the gun, you shot him.
No, I never had a problem with Chris, nothing, ever. I'm not like that, man. I came from a good family, I promise you, man. Like, I would never do that to someone, ever.
They say you did it.
No. I'm telling you, I'm a good person. I would never in my entire life, ever.
You saying you was a good guy? Why didn't you call 911 whenever you left there? You just left him out there to die.
Because I was scared, man. I didn't know what to do. I've never been around that. I've never been in that situation.
This is your chance. I mean, did you do it? Did you kill him?
No. I'm being 100% honest on everything. No. I told you everything that happened. No.
So what, was it an accident? You shoot him by accident?
I never
or
shot,
you just a monster and just say, hey, we're going to take you into the woods and blow your head off.
Oh man, Nick had the gun. He's been like he scares me. He's been scared me ever since he got that's the type of person he is.
This back and forth went on for a while, with Tyler positioning himself as a defenseless victim, even though Nick supposedly handed him the gun. So far, the detective had been playing the role of the good cop, taking everything Tyler was saying into consideration, even if it was hard to believe.
All right, Tyler, sit tight, Willie. We'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
But now, it was time for the bad cop to step into the ring.
All right, Tyler, this is Sergeant Lee. This is my sergeant, okay?
I've been sitting in another room listening to you, listening to everything you say. And all these guys have told me everything that's been going on for the last 3 or 4 weeks, whenever the hell this started. All right? You're how old?
23.
What do you plan on doing with your life?
Be the best person I can be.
Really? Where do you want to be that best person? Let me tell you right now, you're fixing to go to prison. Guess what's going to get done to Tyler? You're going from here, you're going to get charged with murder. You're going to be charged with killing Chris. Do you understand that? Look at me. Don't sit there. and give me these crocodile tears. Tyler, don't sit here and bull me, because you don't go out to Lucas Bay Lights and bring a gun into the woods at night if you ain't got something planned. So be honest. This story, to be able to tell this story, shouldn't take you any more than 5 minutes, from beginning to end. You took your gun out of the glove box. You can smile all the
I'm
you
not
want.
smiling right now. I'm
You're
saying,
smirking.
I'm not
You
smirking.
took your gun out of the damn glove box. You handed it to you say you handed it to another kid who then shot your buddy. And then you all let's just go back in the car and go back to my apartment. It takes you a month to come forward and say,
I didn't know what to do.
No, you didn't know what to do. You're a good person. But good people, you know what they don't do? They don't leave a kid to lay out in the woods to get eaten by animals. That's what you did. You've played the game in here long enough. You're involved in some that you would have never, ever been done if you were a good person.
So that's what you think. You think I'm just that type of person. And I don't know where.
Yeah, I think you're the kind of person that takes a friend out into the middle of the woods.
From what representation, though? That's what.
From your own words. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You better talk.
The detectives hoped that Sergeant Lent's intense and overwhelming style of questioning would encourage Tyler to open up to Detective DeWitt's calmer approach. However, this plan failed to elicit a confession.
Is there anything else you think of? Anything whatsoever?
You know what happened. You know what the story is. You know where the body is. And stuff like that. I made a mistake. I should have came to you guys sooner, and I didn't know what to do. I had no idea. But now I gotta live with that. There's really nothing I can do to get away from this, or... No, I know that. I made a mistake, dude. Now I gotta pay for that.
Clearly, Tyler had no intention of taking responsibility for Chris's death. Although they hadn't ruled out Nick as a suspect just yet, the detectives decided to charge Tyler with murder and possession of a weapon during a violent crime. Following Tyler's arrest, the detectives told Chris's mother that her son had been murdered.
They said that, we're sorry to inform you, but your son has been killed. Okay, yeah, it hit me hard. I could not breathe. I could not catch my breath. I was shaking all over, and I just kept saying, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it,
Kelly was relieved to hear that Chris's killer was behind bars. But if the detectives wanted to keep Tyler locked up, they had to get Nick and Bailey's side of the story. So, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation tracked them down and brought them into one of their offices where they were confronted by the Horry County detectives, starting with Nick.
Hey, Harry. Try to relax. Okay, we're just gonna have a conversation, all right?
Right away, the detectives believed that Nick's emotional demeanor was more appropriate for this situation than Tyler's strangely calm demeanor. However, considering Nick had over a month to prepare for this interview, it was possible that this was all an act.
So what's going to happen? Am I going to jail?
Okay, but let's just have a conversation and we'll kind of cross that bridge when we get to it, okay? All right, Nick, so keep it real with you, okay?
Yeah.
Obviously, we're from South Carolina. I work for Horry County here in Myrtle Beach. We've been working on the case for quite some time now, okay? And we have reason to believe that you are involved in that case, okay? So we're going to go back to the night of July 27th, 2020.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Okay, just talk. We're good.
Yeah, what?
Please don't tell him I told you. He told me, he was like, if you ever tell anybody, I'm going to give you in your grandpa. Make sure you do nothing. Wait. He has my house key. Oh, he has my grandpa. Wait.
So, Tyler's in jail. So he's not a threat to your family, okay? But, unfortunately, he got you wrapped up in this, okay? We're just trying to see what you can provide to us as far as from your point of view, okay? To make sure we have the story right. Okay, so that's what we're looking for from you.
After being assured that his grandpa was going to be safe, Nick immediately began detailing the night of the murder.
Okay, so we're in the car and we're driving. Who was there? Baby, Sky, and Tom.
Or whenever you say Sky, who's Sky? What's his real name?
His Sky said something about his nephew or something like that and started making fun of him, and Tyler just looked at him like that was the last straw. They haven't really got along. We're just driving, and I didn't know where the hell we're going. And how his face was on some old dirt road. He's talking about some haunted forest or haunted something. And everybody was just freaked out. And we started walking, and we made sure he was behind him. And we all got somewhere wherever he wanted us to go to. We told him that it's a different spot. And they just spooked him. I was terrified. I didn't know if I was going to die too, and I've never seen anything like that before, and I didn't know what to do.
Nick's demeanor once again appeared genuine, aligning perfectly with the feelings that he was describing. Unlike Tyler, who claimed to be terrified but showed no signs of fear. Additionally, Nick's story was much more in-depth, while Tyler's story was surface level with very little details. However, the detectives wondered if Nick's story would change at all once he was under pressure.
So you didn't touch the body at all?
No, I promise I didn't. I swear to God.
Pulse, man. Just let him there.
I was scared. He just popped him in front of me.
So why would he say you shot him?
Tyler said I shot him? Because Tyler shot him. Like, listen, bro. Like, I'm telling y'all that God's on his truth. I did not do it. He did it. And I have the proof that it was his gun. It was the first day I met him, and he showed me. It was not me. I swear to God.
In one final Hail Mary, the detectives showed Nick pictures of his friend's skeletal remains.
That's what y'all left in the woods right there. Yeah. What is it? Yeah, you tell me what that is. What is that? Show you a better picture. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. See that? Y'all did that. See that? Look at that. Who's that right there? Who's this right here? Look at it. You see it? Who did that? Who is that right there?
That's God, but I didn't do it. I swear to God I didn't do it. I did not want none of that to happen to him. I swear to God. I swear to God on everything. I promise. I swear to God. Like, I'm the one who took him down there to see his kid.
And now he's dead.
It's not my
He's
fault.
dead.
It's not my fault, bro. It's not my fault.
About an hour into the interrogation, the detectives conceded that Tyler had pulled the trigger.
Did you tell him the plan with Tyler?
No, Tyler.
Contribute to the plan that Tyler had for this whole situation?
No. Neither did Bailey.
What percent of responsibility do you think Tyler has for this? What happened? 0 to 100. 0 being the least, 100 being the worst.
Like 100. He's the one who
Let me ask you this. Bailey, what percentage do you think he is for this?
None. 0.
0%?
Yeah.
And what percent do you think you are related to this?
I couldn't say anything. I couldn't.
Percentage-wise, do you think you have no responsibility for what happened?
I mean, I couldn't help it. So, like, maybe like 2 or something, but I can't just stop that. Because he was going to do that to me, too. Like, please, it wasn't me. I swear to God, it wasn't me.
All right, this is a voluntary statement. Everything you just told us, you be writing on paper. Take time.
Thank you.
After providing a written statement, Nick was charged with obstruction of justice for lying about Chris's whereabouts during his initial phone interview. Nick's interrogation only strengthened the detective's case against Tyler. But at this point, it was still one suspect's word against the others. At the very least, the detectives needed a tiebreaker, so they moved on to the final person who was present for Chris's murder, Bailey.
Yes, right down that chain of left. So here's the deal, Bailey. We ultimately know what happened to Chris. We know you were there. What we're looking for right now is to see how cooperative you're going to be with us. Because we don't need you getting in trouble just because your friends put you in a bad situation. Because nobody said you did anything, but you were there. What I need to know is, did Tyler shoot him? Or did Nick shoot him? Who shot him?
Tyler.
Tyler pulls out his gun and shoots who?
Chris.
How many shots?
Just one.
Okay. Make any direct threats to you?
I mean, he told me if something happened, he'd know.
Some other people we've spoken to said Nick shot him.
Now, it wouldn't. Now, just because he's my friend, don't mean I'm gonna stand up for him, because I don't think it's right. Either way. But it was Tyler.
Would you be willing to take a polygraph to show that you're not having providing false information to us today?
Yes, sir.
All right, sit tight for me, all right?
Yes, sir.
The polygraph test results suggested that Bailey was telling the truth. As you may already know, polygraph tests are notorious in being unreliable in detecting deception. But the fact that Bailey agreed to one was a testament to his transparency with the detectives, and gave him credibility as a cooperating witness. Furthermore, after the interview, he drew a diagram of the crime scene, showing where Tyler parked the car and where they were all standing when Chris was shot. In the end, Bailey was allowed to leave the station since he was determined to be nothing more than an innocent bystander. When Chris's mom learned that Tyler and Nick had been arrested, she was shocked since Chris only ever spoke highly of them.
Nicholas was Chris's friend for a long time. At least 5 or 6 years. Chris called them his friends. He called them his brothers. He looked up to them.
While behind bars, Tyler continued to maintain his innocence. And 2 years after being arrested, he entered an Alford plea for voluntary manslaughter. This type of plea meant that Tyler didn't admit that he was guilty, but recognized that there was enough evidence that a jury would likely convict him. He was sentenced to 20 years in prison and must serve 85% of his sentence before being eligible for supervised release. To this day, it is unclear exactly what caused him to snap. As for Nick, he pled guilty to his obstruction of justice charge and was sentenced to 10 years probation. Chris's mother continues to struggle with the loss of her son, who she describes as her best friend.
I never once questioned God why. I've learned not to do that. And I've never once blamed God for this. God did not do this to Chris, but he allowed it to happen. But my main question is why?
Unfortunately, Kelly may never know why her son was taken from her in such a cruel and senseless way. However, she has since named a star after Chris as a constant reminder of the light he brought to those around him.